Chapter 3: How to Research a Stock. This is the heart of investing. A share is not a lottery ticket with a symbol, it is a piece of a living business. Fundamental research is the craft of reading that business, what it earns, what it owns, what it owes, and whether its price is fair. Let's learn it properly. Every listed company publishes 3 statements each year. Let's read them in the language of a simple shopkeeper. The first is the profit and loss statement. It shows sales, costs, and the profit left over for the year. In shop terms, how much I sold and how much I kept. What you watch for is sales and profit rising year over year and healthy margins. The second is the balance sheet. It is a snapshot, on one day, of everything the company owns, its assets, against everything it owes, its debts. In shop terms, what the shop owns and what it owes. Here you watch that debt is under control. The third, and most honest, is the cash flow statement. Profit on paper is an opinion, cash is a fact. This shows the real money that actually came in and went out. In shop terms, the actual money in the till. You want strong, positive cash from operations. A company with rising paper profit but weak cash flow is a shop selling everything on credit. That is a warning sign. Read all 3 together, and the business reveals itself. From those statements come a handful of ratios that reveal quality fast. 4 to know. The first is return on equity, and its cousin return on capital employed. This measures how much profit the company squeezes from the owner's money. Above roughly 15%, held steadily for years, is the mark of a good business. The second is debt to equity, borrowings against the company's own funds. Below 1 is generally safer. A mountain of debt turns a small problem into a crisis. The third is the price-to-earnings ratio, the price you pay for 1 rupee of the company's annual earnings. A high PE means the stock is expensive. But never judge it alone, always compare it to the sector average and to the company's own history. The fourth is promoter holding, how much the founders themselves own. A high stake means their skin is in the game. But if those promoter shares are pledged, borrowed against, treat it as a red flag. These 4, checked in a free screener in minutes, filter out most weak companies. But numbers only tell you the past. Great investing needs the qualitative side, the story behind the numbers. 4 things to judge. The first is the moat. Warren Buffett's word for a durable competitive edge that rivals cannot easily cross: a beloved brand, a powerful network, the lowest cost, or high switching costs that lock customers in. The second follows from it: pricing power. Can the company raise its prices a little without losing customers? If yes, that is a wonderful business, protected from inflation. The third is management. Are the people running it honest, capable, and sensible with the company's money? You judge this by reading the annual report and listening to the quarterly conference calls where management answers analysts. The fourth is runway. Is there a large and growing market ahead of the company? Room to keep compounding for a decade? A wonderful business with a wide moat, run by honest people, in a growing market, that is what you hunt for. Which brings us to the hardest lesson: valuation. The price you pay decides your return. The first myth is that a great company is always a great buy. It is not. Even the finest business in the world becomes a poor investment if you pay too high a price for it. The company can thrive while the stock goes nowhere for years, simply because it started too expensive. The second myth is that a low price-to-earnings ratio always means cheap. Sometimes it is a value trap. The market is pricing in a dying business or a hidden problem you haven't found yet. Cheap can get cheaper. The third myth is that valuation is an exact science. It isn't. It is a reasoned range. The wise investor estimates a fair value, then insists on buying comfortably below it. That gap is the margin of safety, your protection against being wrong. Great business, fair price, margin of safety. Get those three, and time does the rest. Chapter 3, Distilled. Read all three statements, profit and loss, balance sheet, and cash flow, and remember that cash is a fact while paper profit is only an opinion. Check the 4 ratios: return on equity above 15, low debt, price to earnings against the sector, and honest promoter holding. Then find the qualitative edge, the moat, pricing power, trustworthy management, and a long runway. And never forget, a great company is not a great stock unless the price is fair, with a margin of safety. Next, the other half of research, the price chart, the tools, and where to find real research.